right before we get started, we want to thank our sponsor, Manscaped. Do you know who Manscaped is?
The ball shaver people.
The ball shaver people.
The
They're more.
the best in the fucking game.
We can't explain. We talk about it on a lot of our episodes, but like I'm not kidding. Obviously, the old way to shave your nuts is one way, but then you get something dedicated to shaving your ball sack, something that has a light, so when it's dark you can see. A light in the tunnel is better than no light at all. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and there's a light at the beginning of the tunnel, all the way through the tunnel, and the end of the tunnel. And
it's a well lit tunnel.
Yeah, and that's on the Lawnmower 3.0. So I mean, that's the newest fucking ball shaver from Manscaped. And they also just dropped a new line of refined cologne. So the refined cologne just gets you smelling nice all over the place.
That's not something that exists anywhere else. So go check it out. Manscaped.com/TheSync. Again, that's manscaped.com/TheSync for 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping going to manscaped.com/TheSync. Look good, smell good, feel good with Manscaped. All right, go check it out. Woo! All right, welcome back to another podcast. It's another episode. Episode number, what is it, Luke?
39.
39.
Wait,
Welcome back.
40?
What?
Isn't that 40?
Wait.
No, it's 39.
It's 39.
Yeah.
I thought you said 38 a little bit ago.
No, it's 39. We have a big guest today. We have Marco from House Nobody Asked For, but also we were learning more as we looked into that. You come from a lot more crazier shit. You've done a ton of different stuff.
Facts.
We're gonna go over all of it, but before we do, make sure to subscribe to the notification bell. If you guys are listening to us on Apple Podcast, on YouTube, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Just look up the Sync Podcast. We're gonna have a little segment at the end of the podcast that's just gonna be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So make sure to look us up. And the last thing is thank you to Manscaped. Thank you, Manscaped.
Thank you, Manscaped.
Thank you, guys.
All right, welcome, Marco. Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
What is up?
Dude, no, I don't think most people know you as Marco, though.
Yeah, they know me as Polo or Poloboy, but
Poloboy.
I just go by Marco because it's my name, so it makes me feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Did you get Poloboy from like Marco Polo?
Yeah, I just like. Well, it's funny because I like since English is my second language, and I'm a Italian immigrant.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sorry, do you want to pull that up a little closer? My bad.
So basically, is it good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
now.
So like, I would always get clowned. It would always be like Polo, yeah, like Marco Polo, and like you grow up, you're just like hating your name. You're just yo, fuck, bro. I just wish I had like Alex or some shit, like, and then you start liking it. So that's why I go by Marco now. But I chose Polo one because I like Ralph Lauren, and in New York, like Polo hoodie, like that's fly. Mm-hmm. It's like a Nike Tech fleece, like same type of fly as that. So that goes and Marco Polo.
Yeah.
I actually realized after I picked the name that it's Marco Polo and it like fits both ways. So like, fuck it, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's sick. Where in New York are you from? Because Chris is from New York too.
Yeah, so I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn too. We're both from Brooklyn.
Yeah. So Brownsville and East Flatbush.
Here's the thing. Every time someone brings up Brooklyn, he doesn't know the spot that he's talking about. Do you know that place?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What spot?
Yes, East Flatbush.
What is that?
Yeah, no, people don't know where you're from.
Brownsville?
I'm from Brownsville.
Yeah.
How do they not? Brownsville is like the yeah. It's it's a neighborhood, but it's like a I'm not gonna bash on Brownsville, but yeah, it's got like it sometimes has a bad rep. But it's like East Flatbush, like East Flatbush, like it's a high crime area. Yeah, so we were gonna move there because like then gentrification and all that, it would like get the thing rolling. But yeah, so like East Flatbush.
But it's actually pretty rough out there. I mean, I know it's rough. It's New York, but I don't know.
Brownsville is very rough.
What does that mean? Like, what does that mean, America rough in New York, right? Because I'm thinking like Chicago. I mean,
I grew up in like a nice neighborhood. Like I grew up in Williamsburg, so that's also in Brooklyn. But it's like, 18 years ago, it was kind of like it was ghetto, but then it got gentrified, and we had Supreme move in, and we had Starbucks move in, and then you get all of this, where the white people start.
You get tech coming in too.
Yeah, and it starts rebuilding. And am I close enough?
Yeah, you're good.
And so that's where I grew up. So I never really understood, I never got to experience like the hood or like rough. I was actually very blessed. And but East Flatbush is a different story, and Brownsville is also completely different.
Really?
But to answer your question, I mean, he could probably answer it way better than me.
Oh yeah, it's first of all, it's cold as bricks.
Yeah, it's so cold.
It's just rough, bro. Like the gunshots, like jumping, everything.
Crazier than here, because we get like alerts for like gunshot once.
What did you say? We
got about 2 minutes before you showed up. Yeah, they're about.
Oh yeah, that was me. I was shooting up the ops.
We all downloaded this app called Citizen, and so it tells us like any crime that's nearby.
Oh yeah, Citizen, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's crazy.
They get
not want to go to sleep.
Yeah, they get funnier and funnier every day. We got one from CVS. There was a CVS Citizen one the other day, and it was like, man just got abused with or just got assaulted by a hand sanitizer bottle.
Yeah,
it's like, damn, bro, people are really changing up the weapons. that they're choosing to use on.
Yeah, but there's hella crazy shit that goes on in Brownsville and East Flatbush. But I just don't go out at night. I don't go out, but I just don't go out at night. So
Yeah.
When I used to live there, I couldn't go out past like 8:30.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one time, after we just moved in, like my dad was driving me back from the subway station, because in Williamsburg it's like whatever, it's like what 1 a.m. I could walk home.
Yeah.
It's like who cares? Like you got the big Apple store, you got Supreme. Like no one's gonna like press you or jump you. But like in East Flatbush, it's just like, yo, Dad, could you come pick me up? Like I don't want to go. I don't want to walk home and shit. So we were driving back, and like this dude like just off the beans, bro, like off the coop, bro, like just straight up stopped our car. I was like, yo, bro, just run him over, bro. Like this shit is so scary. Like you never know if they're like armed or anything. Like you just gotta like go with the flow.
It's so whack because like everyone there is just always on edge. Like I have a story, like I was getting a haircut, and
Not recently.
All good stories just start with I was getting a haircut.
I was like 11 years old. I was getting a haircut. My barber told this guy, "Hey, you gotta wait. You have to wait in line." And the guy apparently was waiting for like 30 minutes beforehand, and so I had to go before him. And so he's like, "I bet I'm gonna be right back." And then he leaves, comes back like 15 minutes later, pulls out just a strap on my barber. I'm just like, "Bro, like come on right now."
Little Chris is sitting there.
How old were you?
He's 11.
Yeah, my dad was like, "Go in the bathroom, go in the bathroom." I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. That's like one thing you learn. Like one thing I learned is like you realize that like if someone has a gun and like you're not in any beef, like you don't have to worry. Like they're not gonna shoot you, but like I don't know. It's just mad. Just like I don't know. I've never
really.
It's a fucking gun.
You guys learn?
Yeah, I've never had a gun pulled on me.
Yeah.
Like I've never even been around weapons, but you know I'm not even a gun dude like type of dude. But I've had friends that just like have mad guns, and you're just like, bro, like that's just scary. Like that type of lifestyle is just scary. Like I wouldn't even want to hold the gun. Like that's just OD. You know what I'm saying?
Going to senior year, we had friends that would talk about like living by them. It's like obviously we live by ourselves with our friends, right? We do it separately. But like he was saying, like, yeah, I'm gonna get a shotgun for the new house of my boys. I'm like, I guess that's cool, but that's also so dumb.
Yeah,
'cause I know exactly how you guys act. Like having a shotgun in the house when it's just 3 19-year-olds.
Yeah. Like one time, a group of my friends went to my other friend's house. Yeah, went to my other friend's house and like they just pulled out like this big ass sniper, and I was like, yo, bro, like, and this dude was just like, yo, let me see that, and started pointing it at us, and I'm like, nah, I'm out. Like that's not the type of, you know, it's just dangerous.
It doesn't make
like,
sense.
And like one thing happens, and it's just like, pow, like.
But he's different, right? Because Kyle was, I think, a lot more comfortable around that setting. But I never got that because I think it's just I grew up differently.
Yeah, well, I was just taught very like young how to use and handle and all that type
that's
of
the
stuff.
difference. Like these kids aren't taught. Like they're just like, yo, gun. Like,
I did get a gun pulled on me like probably 2 weeks ago when I was driving. That was fucked. A guy just like came like running up to my car and banging on the window, and he pulls out his gun. I'm like, yo, and then I did
It's
the
just
dash.
like that feeling you get when it's pulled out like that, icy hot all over
like,
your
what?
body. Whoa.
I don't know what that.
bro, I've never felt
yeah,
that,
I don't
bro.
feel
I've never
sucks.
been
Like,
in
you know that
any
feeling
violent
when you
situation.
see the gun pointing at you. I'm like, no, I don't know that feeling.
Yo, bro, like at one time, like you never know when your ops spin your block and like you get like shot up. Like, no, bro, I'm chilling. Like, no.
I literally called Ethan instantly, and I was like, yo, dude, you will not believe because I literally like.
Man, scary.
I know I was. Well, then he started chasing me. He started chasing me in his car, and I was just like, yeah, that was the hardest I've ever driven.
Just like whack shit like that always happens like anywhere in New York. That's why I was a homebody for like most of it.
And plus in New York, they're like mad, like disrespectful. It's like if someone's like disrespecting you, you gotta disrespect them back, or you gotta like stand up for yourself so people don't call you pussy. And it's like
You can't back down.
yeah, and it's like I mean I never got because I'm smart, so like I know when to back down. Like you don't gotta be all like egotistical and stuff.
Yeah.
But like that's how hella shit goes down because the ego in New York is so strong. Like if you're from New York, like you're mad at you're just like that's
Is it like lone wolf, or is it like together? Like is it to like in groups of New York, or
Everyone wants theirs.
It's just
Everyone.
like it's like if you're with your like clique, especially if you're like with girls, like it's just like general word with boys. I mean everyone knows like you just gotta act tough. Yeah, it's just mad cringe. Now stuff changes. Like you don't actually gotta act tough, and like people understand if a gun gets pulled on you, like no one expects you to be like, yo, bro, like shoot me, bro, shoot me, bro. Like no one expects you to be like, I expect you to be like, yo, this is scary.
That boy ain't bulletproof.
So
yeah, like no one is bulletproof.
growing up there, what's different about growing up in New York versus like growing up in other places? Is that the big difference? That you're just more street smart? You're more aware of shit that's going on? Because just talking for me for the last 15 minutes, I can tell that you have more life experience than like growing up there than probably most of us.
Growing up in New York is just like a beautiful thing. Like, is you get all these, you get all these different cultures and everything, and you get a different view of the world than like someone who lives in like Wyoming or something. I don't know. I always go pick on Wyoming because it only has 500,000 people, so the chance of someone being in there is all right. But
it's like different people, right?
There's just hella different people and different cultures. So you understand more like other struggles, and you don't grow up in ignorance, kind of.
Exactly.
But it's kind of like, it's like you don't grow up in ignorance, but everyone is ignorant. Like everyone's disrespectful. Everyone's kind of acting stupid, like young teens. It's like New York, like just puts everyone together, and it's just kind of like, yo, make it work. And that's what happens. Like that's what you call New York.
It's like just a melting pot of different races and cultures.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, bro?
That's crazy. Your first language is Italian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
now I'm kind of losing it now.
you're losing it?
Yeah.
Shit.
My
Yeah.
ass.
How do you lose?
Growing up.
Growing
yeah.
up, like right now, like just speaking, like the more you speak English and the less you speak something else, in my case Italian, like the more you're just losing it. Like,
So, I'm a look. So is it that you just like forget
It's
the
not using it,
words,
right?
or is it?
it's like the syntax and the grammar. You start like I'll say an Italian sentence with the grammar of an English sentence, and then like your parents look at you and they're just like, that's not how you say it. That's not like, this word doesn't go before that word,
And you're realizing like
and it starts
yeah.
making you sound weird. Like you sound weird saying
Yeah.
talking like that,
That's crazy. Were you born in Italy? Like,
No,
why was it
I
your
was
first
born
language?
in Manhattan, but my family is Italian. So my mom and dad are both Northern Italian, and all my family lives there.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's crazy. Also, like another thing, growing up in New York, like people would just be like, oh, yeah, like I'm just gonna take the subway to go see my grandpa or go see my grandma,
Yeah.
or like see my cousins, and I'm like, yo, like I never got that. Like it was just like, oh, in the summertime I'll take a plane to Italy or something.
That's still lit, though.
Right? It
I
is.
mean, yeah.
It is. And every time you get there, it's almost like a dream, because you keep replaying those same images all year until you're actually there in the summertime.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay. I think we got to talk about, like, what is the story of House Nobody Asked For? Because I think, would you agree that a lot of people know you from there? That's where I first recognized you from.
Yeah. That's like one of the things with TikTok. Like you just got to keep going and just keep on like
Posting.
Keep on posting, keep on creating, keep on like just being new. Like you, like that's, because if I was never in the House Nobody Asked For, you may have never found out about me, So even though I did like a bunch of stuff before that. So the story of the House Nobody Asked For is that, Will?
Will, yeah.
Yeah,
He's the guy that
Mahoney.
blurs his feet, right?
No, that's Billy.
That's Billy.
But
Oh,
Will
okay.
edits, so he does technically blur Billy's feet. So so Will was like, yo, let's get an Airbnb for 2 months in California. And he had Tyler. Do you know Tyler? Tyler
Yeah.
Funk.
He's funny as fuck. I like it.
Tyler's
Yeah.
funny as fuck, and he's also a very good dude. And everyone there is so. I've learned so much from them. Like just grew like hella ethically. Like
Yeah.
they're just good people, good friends. But so how it started was Will was like, yo, let's rent out an Airbnb. Like everyone's doing it. Like literally everyone's doing a house. So we were like, yo, let's do that. And we rented it out. And the first Airbnb got canceled, and then we did the second one, and we went there, and it was like, okay, cool, 2 months, and then the 2 months worked, and we were like, yo, let's like just
What do you mean it worked?
like,
What were you building
Like-
House Nobody Asked For at that point?
yeah, we did it like, it was weird. Like we were actually really structured for a group of teenagers. I'm not gonna lie, like we didn't have anyone under. I was the only one. I was the youngest, so yeah. But we were really structured. Like we'd have meetings every morning. And I don't know any other house that has just meetings. Like we'd have routine meetings,
Yeah.
and then with like whiteboards and shit. Do you guys have meetings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the morning meeting.
Oh no.
It helps out a lot. It's
It does.
Yeah, it is.
Truly.
It's just grueling. Like we're all like, you wake
Yeah,
up and
everyone's
you're
just
just
like-
as tired as possible.
Yeah.
And ours, you have
Who's
to
the leader in your meeting?
I mean, we just
Like-
it's
We
like a
just lead
round
it as-
table
go as a
meeting.
team.
But Kyle always starts. But yeah, we all like wake up and it's like you have to do it standing or else like.
Oh,
it's
for
just
real?
like-
Well, the idea
yeah.
is if we stand, we'll go much quicker than if we sit because we won't want him to stand for much longer.
True.
And we go faster. We go significantly faster now that we
True.
stand.
We used to take
True.
ridiculously long morning meeting because everyone just wants to sit the fuck down
Yeah,
because
just
they
chill.
wake up. Some of us haven't even showered yet and we're just tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you put your phones away?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like everybody just like kind of
Oh,
goes
all
around.
right,
and-
yeah. No, yeah. So we would have the meetings, and that really helped out. So the first like days we would have this meeting. We would just be like, all right, like what do we call this house? We had like some whack ass names.
What
bro.
are they?
Like, yo, we had like Waffle Home.
Jesus.
What?
It's a lot of Waffle
Mad
Home.
cringe,
home of
but
the
like
soggy
at the
waffle.
time, like dudes looking at me like, no way, this dude said
no,
Waffle Home.
Well, no, it's because in college, my fraternity's party house name was Waffle House.
Yeah,
So it's
but
like-
we didn't want to say Waffle House because isn't there
It's
a
a
fast food
restaurant.
chain
Yeah,
named
there
Waffle?
is
So
a
we were
Waffle
like, yo, you don't want to do that. So Waffle Home and mad ass, and then I forgot the other ones, but like the what happened, we were just like, yo, let's just be like realistic. Like literally, no one really knows us. Like when you're talking about TikTok, like the relevant people are like the ones that are doing like millions of views every day, and it's like, yeah, we were doing really good, but like no one really, you know,
It wasn't
like,
hype house.
It wasn't.
right?
Exactly. It wasn't like, yo, like Charlie and Dixie, you know what, are moving in together. It was like, yo, it's Polo, Tyler, Will, and everyone, and it's mad funny. But we really did come up. Like sometimes you gotta give credit to yourself. But
for sure.
we
You
were
guys
like, yo,
blew the fuck up.
and that's also credit to Will because he chose the people not through like who was doing well, but like who he thought was just creative. So like Billy was the smallest, or I can't remember if it was Anthpo or Billy. I think Billy was the smallest. But like he blew up because he's so creative. Like, have you ever seen the cardboard videos?
Oh my god, where you hold it up like a mirror?
Yeah,
it's amazing,
dude.
yeah.
Incredible. And then you got Caroline.
Yeah, she's a oh my god.
Yeah, and she blew up off during the time she was there. I don't want to give the credit to the house, but because she is like very creative, and everyone there was just so creative. So yeah, back to the story. We were like, let's be realistic. Like nobody asked for this house, so like let's just call it the house nobody asked for, which now seems like saturated, but before like it was like, yo, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's
and then,
still
like,
good.
Yeah, it's still good. And now that it's ended and it's like enclosed in like this time period of 4 months, and it's like what 80 videos or something, 85 videos. I think that it's even better because
cool.
you know, yeah,
It's dope.
Yeah,
You
it
guys, we'll go over more like the small, like the specific stuff, like the house in Vegas and everything. But you guys recently stopped the house,
Yeah.
and I think that was the most badass thing you could have done. You were being straight up with it. You're like, all right, look,
It was mad brave. Like,
Yeah.
like a lot of creators like don't have like the, I don't know, because I feel like that sentence would call out creators. I would say like a lot of people just don't have like the balls to like say like, yo, let's take this thing that's doing really good and just like bottle it up and leave it there and like kind of make it as a stepping stone instead of like riding it all out and try to make the most out of it, like, you know. And
That's the way I don't look at things.
yeah.
Huh?
It's pretty clever. I don't look at shit like that.
Me either. It was actually honestly it was like Anthpo. Do you know Anthpo?
I don't.
Anthony Patero. He's a YouTuber, so he was more on the YouTube side, but he was like the only big YouTuber. He's at like 1 million subs now.
Oh,
but
fuck,
like,
okay.
yeah. So it was his idea, dude. This Anthony bro is a machine, like complete machine, like total beast, man. Like this
work
dude.
ethic wise, like
Yeah,
bad.
and also thought process. Like he's literally, I think like some months older than me or like a year older than me, but like has the mind of like a 40-year-old. Like, so we would have this meeting and it would be like, and he would give like a motivational speech like Captain America, bro, and it would be just like the best thing ever. So he was just like, yo, we should just end it. And do you know Sneeko
Sneeko, I mean,
from
the brand?
YouTube?
Oh yeah, I do. The YouTuber,
Sneeko
yeah.
from YouTube.
That sounds
and
really
then
familiar.
From,
What is that?
New York.
Sneeko. Is it? No. What does he exactly do?
Sneako.
Sneeko.
He just makes
this
videos.
guy.
He's like mad
Yeah.
straightforward, like
Yeah.
hella blunt.
He's funny. The podcast too, right?
Oh yeah, he's hella funny. He's hella, and so apart getting to meet him, which was hella cool because I was watching his content, but he made a video saying like the reason why, like, this is kind of related, but going a little bit off topic. The reason why like rappers blow up after they die is because like it's like memorialized and it's enclosed in that like time space. Like their work is like, how do you say it? Like
infinite.
like
It's solidified.
yeah, exactly.
Solidified.
It's like solidified and like, you know.
It becomes more
That's
real.
hella immigrant. Like just going like, how do you say it, bro? like that like hand motion type
got it.
beat. Yeah. So yeah. So and that's what we did with like the house nobody asked for. We were just like, because then afterwards in your career you can be like, oh, I was part of the house nobody asked for, and instead of saying like, oh, it fell off, it's like, oh shit, you're part of, you know,
Yeah.
it's hella better than saying like, oh, they kind of fell off. It was kind of cool, but you know, they kind of like.
It's more like it's like if you're like about to get fired from your job, or like you can, like you can quit before you get fired. You know what I mean? I mean, like obviously, like that's different than what you guys did, but
yeah,
that's kind of that.
Well,
Same,
it's kind of like if David said, I'm going to end my vlogs here and I'm going to work on a whole new project. It makes the vlog 10 times more
exactly.
that he made.
Exactly.
Right.
That's a better analogy because that one makes us look like some unethical ass employees. But like, yeah. So
as long as you put your 2 weeks in, you're chilling.
Yeah,
2
exactly.
weeks, you're fine.
That's so did you guys all grow up together first? How did you guys all know each other originally?
Nah, bro. That's actually the crazy part. Like, hella social media backstory type beat, bro. Like, fucking. Like, I literally played Secret Neighbor with fucking Will, like, once for a YouTube video. And
Is that a game?
it's a video game that I played on my YouTube channel. And do you know Lewis? I Got Cute Ankles.
That sounds really familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, he does skits.
Okay.
So he would like I think it was me, him, and Will and some other people, and that's like the only time I met Will. And then Will just hit me up on Instagram and he was like, yo, do you want to be in a content house? And I was like, yeah, like back then it was like content house, like cool, 2 months. I didn't know it was going to last that long and be that official.
When was this? Was last year?
It was like May
of 2020.
May of 2020, I think. And then we moved in June, late June.
Oh, sweet. Okay, that's around when we started too. So yeah.
Yeah,
around
exactly.
6 months before. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the question?
I was saying like, so you guys all didn't all grow up together, but then he pulled people. Like, where did Caroline come from?
No one grew up together. No one grew up together. It was just like he met 80% of the people at Playlist, I think. But I know how he met me, which was literally through one game, and then he knew Tyler. I think he's good friends with Tyler, and so it was like that, and then so but that's why. My bad. Go ahead.
No.
So, like, my friend was talking. He was like, I was on FaceTime with my friend. He was like, yo, how does it work? Like, what's the chemistry like? And I was like, we just hit the lottery. Like, there's no way we work so well together, right? It's like you put, like, literally 8 to 9 random teenagers together and it just works. Like, that's not supposed to work. Like,
that's crazy.
I don't know if you guys had your little like clashes and stuff, but like, you know, we didn't really have that type.
We fight all the time, but like we've known each other for a while. Whereas compared to you,
we grew up. It's different. It's different. Yeah.
We've known I've known some people in here since I was like 3 years old.
Oh, all right, bet. So yeah, this is like a different. That's why I was saying
random people that you put together.
Literally random, but very well established. Like. They know, you know, yeah, exactly. We got lucky, is what I'm trying to say. Got lucky.
So you guys never had any fights, though? Like
that's not my business to say. But
fair enough.
Yeah. Mad shut down, bro.
Fair enough. I feel it.
That's crazy. So you guys move into the Airbnb first, and you see that's working. And then the big thing where I know you first from is the porn house. Right? You guys moved into the house?
I thought you were going to say Pornhub for a second.
Oh, yeah. I knew you from the hub, and that was kind of like, you know, but, you know. I was like, is that guy on TikTok?
Yeah, it was a porn
he's
house.
on TikTok.
No, yeah, we moved in, and then like the day after, we just had this woman like at us in a video that she posted.
Sorry.
In a video that she posted on Snapchat like mad long ago, because it was like her with her sugar daddy in the house, and she was like, yo, this is the house nobody asked for. And I was like, no way, like it really is a porn house, like it's a sugar daddy house.
Yeah, you felt uncomfortable like sitting anywhere. He was like,
yeah, mad seats are sticky and shit. Oh yeah. Imagine. No, never. You like before you move out, you hire this like professionalized cleaning service that like deep cleans everything. But yeah, it's not like an Airbnb. Like it was the first time we rented some place, so it's not like you can leave it trashed. It was like we got to pick everything up, and you got to hire the cleaning service, and it's like mad. Yeah, but the porn house was definitely like an experience. Good at stripper pole in your crib, like that's fun. You know, that's funny, and it was definitely fun. I mean, what else can I say? It's like a porn house.
So
like
you find the house.
Oh, you know,
you
know what we found, bro? In the recliner seats, we literally like we were moving them, and like something fell out, and it was like these cards to literally just hire prostitutes, like for $50. And I was like,
classic.
That's a fine.
That's classic.
That is fine.
Nah, that's mad awkward, right?
No,
like,
that's a classic Vegas. Like it's like the cards.
Isn't it legal though?
Yeah. No, I mean, well, it's legal outside of Vegas, but yeah, I mean, like when you walk down the strip in Vegas, there's dudes that just hand out cards. That
right,
have,
like, and I'm
like,
bro, this is crazy. Like, and I'm wondering if the women on the card are like the actual.
They're not
women.
real. It's not them.
Yeah, it's not. Probably not.
Someone tells me that they like. Someone tells me it's a little bit of a catfish.
Yeah,
A little bit of
like
a
some dude
catfish.
shows up to your house like
Yeah.
a cop or something. Like, yo, bro, you're mad weird for calling that number,
Chris,
bro, or some
So you're
shit.
telling me if you found the number under the sofa, you would call the number?
Yeah, well, he would call on
I'd
someone
call
else's
it.
phone.
No, I'd call it on somebody else's phone and on film.
Cap.
No,
Chris,
no,
you-
what?
Then you would take the
you'd
number
what?
and then go to the clock.
You would hear Chris at 3 a.m. on the phone. And he'd be like, "Hey,
Is the same one on the same one on the card, please? The same one on the card.
Rachel, bro, please.
I have
Rachel
cash.
Diamonds,
I'll
bro.
even pay you $17 extra. Trust."
I'll pay the
Listen,
delivery fee, bro. That's mad funny.
Who wouldn't call the number?
Me?
No. We called the number, but it's like it's just out of service because it was hella old. Literally some cheap like 2012 ass printed cards. When did it become legal?
Vegas.
Couldn't-
for a while.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
I haven't indulged in that.
I have
like,
no idea
yeah.
either. Yeah.
2013. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, imagine. No,
20
yeah, but we
you,
called
like,
that
have
for
the-
jokes, and no one picked up. Even the
Yeah.
website was mad outdated, mad like buzz, but
That one's probably old as hell now.
old, and those ladies are probably also very
Old.
They're in retirement homes
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So like living in Las Vegas, would you guys like throw parties and stuff? Or
Nah, strictly quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
we are all very strict on the quarantine, and that's also like another thing where it was like I learned to like I'm not going out. Not for myself, but for others. Like, I don't want to spread it to someone else. So, and the people that would tour the house later when we had to move out were like, they would literally like party people, like people that would just set up parties. And they would be like, yo, have you ever partied? And we were just like, nah, like COVID, bro. Like, we don't party. We have our own parties because we know how to have fun by ourselves.
yourselves,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. But like, and also when you're really good friends, like you know how to have fun with yourselves,
You're
like,
never bored.
pause. But like, so yeah, it was we don't throw parties. That's it.
Yeah.
End of story, kind of.
But you guys would do your own thing.
Yeah, like we would be chill. It was almost like, for me, I think it's a fun story to tell because it's like a college experience kind of that I never got, right?
Yeah.
Because, I was just graduated out of high school and then it was straight to online. So it was no like dorming, it was no like going to college parties. It was kind of like I'm here with people that have gone to college parties and know all this college shit, and they can and they're like giving me this fun ass, memorable ass
Yeah.
experience, right?
It's kind of like here. I mean, a couple of these kids were in like actual frats, and some of us didn't.
Right.
I went to art school for a quarter. Some people didn't go to school, so it's like when we party together and we learn. Like I learned fucking how to play hockey. I learned how to play all these weird drinking games I've never learned before in my life.
right. Like
Classic.
yeah.
Like, what have you learned? What are
exactly.
some things that you learned from?
Nah, it's just to like let go. Like you don't gotta like care. Like no one cares.
high
bro.
school parties and like partying outside of high school are two very different
Yeah,
things,
high school
right?
parties,
They're two very
especially
different things.
my school was very small, like 400 kids, 500 kids. So like everyone knew each other. So it was very much about your like, yo, I'm not trying to embarrass myself of people I see every single day and that I know. Like everyone's your friend, right? And
But everyone
But,
cares
like-
a lot about what they're doing at
yeah,
the party.
but like colleges are way bigger. So sometimes you'd go to parties and you don't even know anyone there. So it's
Yeah.
so it's just like
It's
very
awkward
much
for me.
like you're chilling,
That's crazy.
RD.
That's what we noticed when we came out here and we would see like a lot of TikTokers. It's the same thing. They didn't go to college and they have the
Facts.
experience.
Yeah.
But now they have like this nice house. They got all this money.
Yeah, and they're like acting like they're from like
they're
like
partying
college
like high
kids.
schoolers, but they can do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
They can do it
Like,
now.
It's
Like,
crazy.
the Sway House boys are like the shotgun and Red Bulls. Like, what is that? Like,
yeah.
like,
Hey, yeah, I know. That's
Hey,
crazy.
They're cool though. They're
Yeah.
cool guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys have the house, and then you guys stay there for a couple months, and then eventually, what was it? It was kind of like, are we gonna find a new place, or we're gonna
Yeah.
make a decision to shut
Yeah, it
to
was
shut down?
exactly that. It was like, yo, so are we gonna move in together? And then we were kind of just like, well, some of us want to do this, some of us don't want to do that. So we're going to, the people that want to move out, you guys can move out, and the other people like Don. I was very good friends with Don and Tyler and Will and everyone that I moved in. I'm very good friends with everyone there, but I'm saying like we shared the same ideas that we were like, nah, bro, we're not trying to move out. Like we like each other too much.
Yeah.
Like we're just too cool with each other to move out. I'd rather just live 6 more months with each other. So mad, like,
Yeah.
good story.
mad love all around.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. That's
exactly.
awesome. So what's next in store for you? Like, what would you have done if it didn't continue and you didn't live with your friends?
If it didn't continue, I literally would have went back to New York. And that's one thing that Will said. He was like, yo, bro, I'm not letting you go back to New York, bro. That's mad sad. Like, can't leave. And if you go back to New York, like, it's lit. Every time I go back to New York, I get more creative, and it feels more homey and more like there's hella love. Like every time, like a lot of kids know me there and stuff. But yeah, so the scene is definitely in LA. which is weird because it's like everyone just agrees it's in LA.
Yeah.
Like it's weird because it's kind of like, personally, I take New York over any city, bro. Like it's like just more like lit. I don't know if you can attest for that.
It's the place to be.
It's the place. Like it's just.
It is the best. It's the
like
best city in the world.
There's life there. I don't know if that makes sense, but like there's people walking on the sidewalk and stuff like everywhere. Here it's just like cars. You got to drive everywhere. I don't know. It's
there's something about the fact that it's not natural. You can't grow food in the city really, and then people live in cement boxes on top of each other.
Yeah,
it is so different in culture. But I also couldn't live there for that long. I don't think.
Yeah,
it is cement, but here it's different. You got the beach. You got the the
yeah.
mountains.
I feel like the only people that could live in New York for super long are people that are from New York.
Yeah, because you just like learn to like love it. Like, especially once you move out, you learn to be like, damn, that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Or 24-year-old girls out of college that are like, oh my god, I want
yeah, like
so
the New York
artsy.
aesthetic, like
So
Times
artsy,
Square.
so fun.
Yo.
And then they fucking hate it.
I enjoyed nothing more than shitting myself after those street fucking Euros in the trucks. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Huh?
Like they sell like in the street trucks. They have a ton of them. They sell Euros and like the Euro plates and the fucking the food.
Oh,
New York.
Euros.
Yes.
Oh, I call them. Yeah, facts.
What do you call them?
I call them.
What?
Call them gyros.
Gyro. Yeah.
Gyros. Let's go.
Yeah, that's like the fucking GIF like fucking scenario where you don't know what to call them. But yeah, I mean, I never really ate a Euro. I'm not gonna lie. I ate the chicken over rice a lot.
Yeah.
But I didn't really eat the Euros. And but what do you mean shitting yourself? What are you talking about? Shitting yourself.
Shitting yourself.
Elaborate.
You're an expert in underwear. You should know.
I shit myself every day.
It's figurative for like not actually shitting your pants, but for going to the bathroom in the act of shitting.
It's like
yo, I gotta
like,
shit
yo.
myself. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta shit myself. I gotta go
Yo,
take a
I'm
shit.
about to shit myself.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, I just shit myself.
The one
But you don't actually do it.
The one thing I don't really like about New York is the smell. But then there's like one block that has like the corn nuts. Like I don't know, like it's like the honey glazed nuts.
Happy
And
memories.
it smells like the whole block.
Chris loves
literally
honey glazed nuts.
The nuts for nuts.
Nuts for nuts. Yeah,
nuts for nuts. But that's like type Times Square. Like I don't know. I've never seen that in a normal civilian.
That's probably
place.
the only like blocks that smell like half decent. Is when,
Really?
like,
Your blocks stink?
Yeah, it smell like shit.
Brownsville, it's a love story, bro. No, yeah.
There's
I mean,
garbage
I don't know.
pile.
I don't know. Yeah, near the garbage piles, they do stink. Especially if you walk. Every public school always has a huge pile of public school food that's like outside with the garbage, and you got all the spilled milk and the pizzas mushed together, and it stinks.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love the fresh air. I'm not gonna lie, it is fresh, and it's also nice. Like living in Las Vegas, like you get deprived of looking and seeing like city. So you just look and you see a mountain of sand, and you're just like, bruh, this is whack. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's way better. I'm not gonna lie. Here's
Bro,
way better than Las
you
Vegas.
gotta go to Washington, bro. There's no fucking
Washington
State.
Washington
State.
Yeah, that's where we're all from. But yeah, that place naturally is so much better than LA. Like moving from Washington to LA, like it's a whole different. Everything down here is just super dirty, and that probably coming from New
Down
York.
here.
Yeah, like in LA, because there's never rains, so it's like it's just fucking disgusting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But like you're right. Everyone's chosen. This is the spot you need to go.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
the tough part.
Everyone just like decides like, yo, bro, like let's go to LA, and I'm like, fuck, why can't everyone just come to New York?
Yeah.
Like, it's there's like more lit over there. But yeah, and I was gonna say something that like it never snows here, does it?
No,
Ever?
never.
Here, yeah, it just snows up in the mountains. Here.
Yeah, that's something I always talk about with my friends, where it's like New York, like East and West Coast are like literal opposites. I feel like West Coast is mad like chill and you're laid back,
silent.
and then East Coast is more like I'm with my coat, I'm shivering.
They're a lot
I'm
more.
like-
It's like aggressive versus hippie laid back.
Yeah,
That's what it
exactly,
is, you know?
exactly. Yeah.
Like
I could tell-
Boston.
my dad hates it in Washington though.
Really?
Yeah,
he
he
wants
hates
to go back to New York.
Yeah, because like it's just like so silent compared to New York, right? New York's everything's going on at like one at a time.
That's true.
Whereas like in Washington, it's just silent. It's trees, which I kind of like it because like, I guess like I'm different age, different. You know, I have friends in Washington, whereas my dad probably doesn't have that many.
Yeah,
But,
go ahead.
No, you sure with that? I thought you had a quick thought. I don't want you to forget it.
The fucking crazy thing about like New York is that I forgot what I was gonna say.
Same. Fuck. That's how.
This is fucking.
Yeah, New York is looking similar right now.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, I don't like Washington. He doesn't like Washington that much because it's so fucking quiet.
Mad like stuffing my throat, bro.
God damn. We got fucking Riley Reid
Yo,
up on
this
the
shit's
podcast.
going crazy right now, bro.
We got fucking Riley Reid. Just hitting that. Just hitting that fucking 10
Giving the
inch.
gawk to the mic, bro. headphones. What were you
Ethan.
gonna say?
Oh yeah.
Wait, I'm curious about it. So I think the only person in this room besides you to start a trend on TikTok that's a semi-trend was Berkeley. Berkeley started like a fucking what's the song? Red Hot. Hot Shell Ray.
No, I started a trend too.
No,
I started a trend too.
what trend?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. And it's like woke up with strange tattoo. Kind of looks just like like a simp on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, he had quite a few shares on that. But like, how do you go about starting a trend?
Yeah, let's go. Quite a few shares.
Yeah.
But that's not like creating.
not-
He
are
didn't create
not-
a
are
trend
not-
though. You created like, we're gonna. This is the trend, right?
I just don't like speaking about myself. It feels mad like I'm trying to
But
like.
this is the one
it's
time
tooting
pod-
my own
it's a
horn.
podcast
fully
Yeah,
about
but
for
like,
you. People are listening to hear
tr-
you brag.
like, I like keeping my ideologies about TikTok private, but like, so basically, like, no one, when you go on social media, no one knows you, and what the identity they form about you is of the trends you create, or like your image, right? So like, yeah, you'll have these fuck up vids where like you'll just fuck up because like you didn't know, so you'll fuck up here, fuck up there, but in the long con, no one thinks about those videos. They think about the trends you made. So for me, again, like, feel like I'm tooting my own horn, but like simp trend,
Yeah.
or making like, New York artists go really big. Like Whoopty was the recent one, but I also, that's not all me, obviously. Like it takes thousands and thousands of other
Yeah.
people to take part in that, right?
Yeah.
But like I definitely like played a big part in that. And then Ron Suno Pinocchio, 22 G's Suburban Part 2, Dior by Pop Smoke, and stuff like that, where it's like,
All drill.
yeah, it's like that drill scene where it's like that's not on TikTok, but the whole thing is about like making trends. It's like you just got to be yourself and hope that by being yourself, you're putting people on to what you find funny, right? So like the simp thing, like way before that, I always used to be with my friends. I would be like, "Yo, bro, it's mad simp." Like, "Yo, we just like." I never really used it as like a cuck term. Like,
Wait. What do you mean when you say simp? Like you.
Simp.
No,
like
I know
the
what simp
actual
is, but
definition.
wait, what was your role in making that huge? Because I knew you as like the.
Simp Nation, like.
Yeah. Wait. Explain that to me.
Simp Nation was like, so it was like it was the most the boys type humor. But back then I found that really funny, and I still do looking back at it. But it's like every time if you even would help out a girl like in the slightest, you're a simp. Like but it was hella over like dramatic. Like, yo, bro, don't do a girl's homework, you're a simp. But I took that and I made it like that, and I do the face like this face.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
That's like the simp face, right? But that's beyond the point of like the trend making, where it's definitely like if you want to be a social media star or like that, like you don't like being sexy is not the first part. The first part is being creative and understanding that you have to like make trends. You got to be a leader. You got to be an influencer.
Yeah.
So you got to be innovative, and you can also hop on to other things. Like always, I spend hours a day like just on my For You page looking at shit, because you have to be immersed and you kind of have to be addicted to the game, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
So would you consider like the Charlies and Addison like the best version of that?
I feel like we are so lucky to have Charlie at the top.
Oh yeah.
I feel that might be an unpopular, I don't know, because there's a lot of hate, but I think we were very lucky that we got someone so sweet.
Yeah, that isn't a
Yeah.
dick.
And that isn't a dick, right?
Yeah.
Because what if we had a girl that just didn't give a fuck?
She wouldn't be there though. She wouldn't be at
No,
the top.
Zoe Laverne.
Yeah,
She wouldn't
number
be at the top.
one.
Yeah, I think that name popped up, but yeah. So, so yeah, I think we're really lucky to have Charlie, and I've seen her since like I've seen her grow, but she obviously hasn't seen me, but I've seen her grow since like 500K or 300K back in like hella long ago, like December or February. I keep getting those months mixed up, but like December, and like I'm always the type to cheer her on, because I'd rather have her than anyone else. Like I'd rather have someone that is, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It was like back in the day, the face of vlogging was the Paul brothers, and that created a certain idea
like,
of what it was.
Toxic, and it's like kind of like promotes like a hate
Yeah.
type, where it's like, no, I want to have a leader, or I want to have the biggest person on the platform be someone that promotes love and unity, kind of.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, and that's I will never try to like say otherwise. But
Our fans hate it when we like talk good about Charli D'Amelio. I feel like
It's weird, bro. But the thing is that we don't give a fuck. We'll still say it, but there's people who always just want to see bad things about the people that are succeeding.
yeah,
for sure.
it's a different type of view. You look at it differently when you're into social media right?
Yeah, for sure.
exactly. Like you look at it like we're way more lucky to have this than anyone else, and like, but from a kid point of view, you just see a girl dancing and getting hella famous.
Yeah.
You don't see it as like a positive influence on the platform. You just see it like, yo, bro, why is she dancing? Why is she doing all this? When you don't understand that behind the scenes, there's hella marketing and there's hella things going around.
It's so much bigger.
That like almost every trending sound has had thousands and thousands, tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars like in funding put behind it, right? But no one talks about that because who the fuck cares?
No.
Like
we ran
also people don't know either.
Yeah,
I
people
mean,
also don't know. Like no one, it's something that people don't want to talk about because I don't know if they don't want to talk about it. It's just
I just don't think they know because we did a story on like JoJo Siwa a couple days ago because she was getting some news around her because like her board game got released and basically it was just like this board game made by Nickelodeon and it was kind of like Truth or Dare and the cards are supposed to be for like young kids but some of them were like kind of fucked up and like Cards Against Humanity. They were funny as hell.
Oh,
but,
right.
Like I can imagine if you're a mom and your kid's like 6.
Yeah.
So all these kids were hating on her. We talked about it, but then people weren't realizing, it's like, but Nickelodeon is behind this. It's bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's not just on the influencer.
That's what sucks. Because it's really like sometimes I was never part of a management. I've never been managed exclusively, but that's like a lot of these kids get taken advantage of by these big like monstrous corporations or managements that are just like, yo, like, be problematic here, be like problematic there. We'll pull some strings and make things work. And it's just like,
it's all short
that's
term.
not cool. Like it's not supposed to be ran that way, but that's how it is.
It's great for them. It's great for you in the short term, right?
Yeah, it is. And
it's also great for everyone whose face isn't on it directly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can put literally all the blame on someone.
Yeah.
That, like is like a vulnerable teenager.
Yeah.
And like you have these people that are just sitting kind of like behind, just like pulling strings and shit.
I mean, there's that, and then there's teenagers that are actually like
Oh,
problematic, and I'm like, that's a conflict that I've always like. I've never asked one of these big influencers, or that are get into a lot of drama, but it's like a big question I have, which is like, are you doing this? Like, are you being told to be like that, or are you like actually just like, I would say ignorant? Like, are you just actually trying to be problematic, or is that your nature? Kind of being a
I think it's
dickhead
mixed.
type.
It's mixed in between because like I don't know if we could talk about this on the podcast, but like I always thought Bryce Hall, right?
Yeah.
I always thought he was a dick in real life, right?
Yeah.
His persona on the internet. But when I met him in real life, he's like actually pretty chill.
Yeah. Same with when I went to the Hype House. Like Lil Huddy's just mad cool. Like it's mad chill. Like dude's mad like. First of all, they're all intimidating
and quiet as hell too, right?
They're quiet, but they're all intimidatingly like hot. Like they're just mad sexy. Like all these influencers, like
thank you.
Anyone,
Someone said it.
Yo,
that's
exactly.
the problem.
That's what you were thinking this whole time, apart from shitting yourself. You just gotta,
it's either that or like, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the experience. If anyone wants to know the experience of walking into a content house, is just like. You're gonna feel ugly, like you're just gonna,
or not funny enough,
or that's the depends. But like yesterday I went to not a content house and you just walk in and I told them like, yo bro, like I'm literally chilling with like 6'2" ripped ass models right here, like in Beverly Hills, like playing ball, like bro, these dudes are just so it's like eye candy, bro. They're so sexy.
But that's also works for the app though.
Huh?
It works perfectly.
Oh
for
yeah,
the app.
yeah.
Just swipe and look at.
But it sure works for the app.
Yeah. But that's when you like double down and go, you know what? If I'm not this kid, if I'm not fucking what's his name? Who's that kid from Clubhouse? Am I not Sam Dez? You know that kid?
Okay, that dude. Yeah, no, that dude fucking.
Have you know that kid?
No.
He's like this kid we met. I just meet him one day, and he just comes up to me and shakes my hand. I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm kind. He goes, Sam. I'm like, and then in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You are too good looking.
No,
It's so weird. Look him up real quick, Luke, on Instagram.
But like the part that always.
This is literally male appreciation.
It's just like sexiness that is like holy shit, bro.
No, bro.
Like,
it's like
No, bro. This shit's
like
nuts.
it's getting fucking with my masculinity, you know what I'm saying? Like with my straightness.
This dude's nuts. This dude.
go to one of his
I've
countless
seen
shirtless
him
pics in the
before.
middle of the street. There it is.
Yeah, it's like
That's
like these dudes are so hot, bro.
It's like really.
they're just so hot.
It's
like
like
it's
just California
unfair.
different.
And
No,
their
it's just,
body
like,
is
really-
like
It's just like
mad nice.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like what the fuck?
it's like how the fuck.
Two of them.
Those type of pictures I never understood.
Yeah.
Let's take our shirts off together and let's
No,
fucking
but like
pose.
a lot of them like really
like that.
just like hang out with their shirt off.
Yeah,
because
they do.
look that good. Like just nice tan, like nice pecs, like toned abs, and you're just like, god damn, like damn, son.
Inspirational.
Yeah, inspirational, but also intimidatingly hot.
And there's a lot of them all at these content houses.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. And
Yeah, they just fucking come in groups. It's just like, what the fuck?
yeah, like just groups of 6'2" male beasts.
It's like, all right, it's time to press pause on the fucking dudes.
Yeah. What were we talking about? I was saying Lil Huddy.
No, I was saying, I wasn't saying to you. I was saying if you're there, it's time to press pause on the dudes. We need some girls.
Oh yeah. There's just mad hot dudes in the house.
There's a lot of really hot. Imagine being a chick though. Like the amount of really, really hot chicks too. There's a
lot of very, very good looking girls, bro. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna lie.
Again, both from New York.
I can't even lie, bro. Like there's some just hot.
No, they're just like very good looking. And coming from New York, I was always like into like Caribbean girls and always Hispanic and black girls. I think that's like a New York, because people say like black girls are underappreciated, but like I always like that was always my
in
type.
New York, it's different
and stuff. It's like that's just like
a little unappreciated.
No,
they're
they are.
They're a small bit.
No, they are like there's hella disrespect that goes on with black girls in New York, especially in public schools too. Bro, of course.
What?
We just don't know.
In my old middle school,
we don't know at all.
They used to snatch their weave out of their hair.
Now that's
bro,
fucked.
and that's fucked. Like think
The
about
wig
that. Like
snatch is
that's
fucked.
like part of your identity, bro. Like you're getting like your weave snatched, bro.
Yeah.
But black girls, like more specifically, it's happening.
Well, there's only ones.
I mean, they're the
Yeah,
ones who
Damn.
Who are wearing weaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's, no, obviously,
that's-
but I'm saying
yeah,
like
that's
in
fucked.
terms of like growing, it's harder in
Oh
New York.
no, well, what I was saying for me, I was saying that, like, yeah, they are underappreciated. I
Yeah.
was talking more on a personal level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was not talking about like not trying to downplay the thing, but
No.
what I was saying was that like so a lot of like, and I've seen it too. Like you just see it happen. Like it's just like it's fucked up. Like you know.
Yeah.
So I was saying that I was always into melanated girls, and I always liked curly hair and whatever. But whatever.
Is that a word?
But here
melanated?
Yeah.
So I was saying the time I got on TikTok was the first time I started seeing hot white girls. I've just never been into white girls. I've never seen very attractive white girls. But you know, like I got introduced to Madison Beer. My eyes got introduced to that, and I was like, "Yo, like there's really an untapped market here. Like this is incredible."
I understand exactly what he's saying. That's what I felt in Redmond too. I was like, you know, because like none of the girls in Redmond you'd see it like in New York. You'd probably see it like in downtown Brooklyn or like.
What
like,
is that? Are you talking about white girls?
Redmond.
Yeah.
that-
You just know.
That's where we're
And
all
like-
from.
and
And
I-
Chris moved there.
Oh,
Chris
I
moved there when he
there
was
'cause
14.
My dad got a job.
Oh.
That's how we met him. Like, yeah.
And then I was like, okay, you can bleep out her name, but I was like, I basically saw from like third period math. I was like, damn, that's a baddie. That's a snow bunny.
And
That's
keep
a-
in mind, this was in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
I was like,
goddamn.
damn.
It's like that. So wait,
I was like,
there's like no. It's that
Wait, are the
different.
girls in what's the place called? Redmond?
Redmond,
But it's in
Washington.
it's just outside of Seattle.
So like, are the girls there like also, like, not hot?
No.
You're saying, or like? No, I'm
I-
saying, are they like active? Like, are they like? I don't know, like,
They're
thoughty, like in New York, like in
by the way,
middle
anything you
school.
say
I
you
was a
can take out.
dweeb. I was a dweeb. Like I didn't get no girls, bro. I was like mad pussy, but like, I'm talking about like. They're like people.
rich.
Nah, I don't
They
know.
grew up
I
rich.
feel like
No,
that's
you're
not
right,
an
right.
appropriate topic
No,
to talk
you're-
about. But yeah.
I would say they're really rich, and so then
Oh,
we
they're
grow up
rich.
learning from women that are
Yeah.
really definitely really like empowered and really confident in what they're
Oh,
doing.
facts.
Which is-
yeah, there's a lot of insecurity going on in New York, especially when
Oh.
you know, like, I mean, especially when you're like being like just straight, like girls in New York like get disrespected, like bro, like,
it's bad.
It's like you start like calling them females, like female,
Yeah, that
like
shit's gross.
female, like
That's
yo, bro,
gross.
like you're like dehumanizing them, like yo, I'm about to fuck some females, like yo, come on, bro, like that's disgusting, like have some respect, but like, so
Or
there's-
calling them woman. Like that's weird.
yeah, like but I feel like that's more of a Trump thing. Like
Yeah.
that's more of like a like woman. Like I don't know. I feel female is more immature, like
Yeah.
type teenager type. But there's like hella So girls, you know, sometimes they go for like they get disrespected so much where it's like you just stop caring. Like you just
Yeah.
start like losing your dignity and stuff.
And
I don't know. You know, I've
That's
never
crazy.
been a girl.
I think Kyle and I can agree. My thought towards like New York and a New York woman is like really confident. I'm thinking like the hottest chicks are Rihanna. Like I'm talking about like that. That's my
Yeah, like
understanding
once
of
they're
my-
empowered, it's
Yeah.
like yo, like
But I thought
you
everyone
got
was
it
to an
now.
extent kind of like that. That's not.
No, I mean,
Yo,
yeah.
Yes,
You
every,
know what? But
every
you never
girl
have,
ever from
No,
New
no,
York
no.
is just
Is
like
Rihanna.
What I'm saying is
Yeah.
to an
Yeah,
extent,
that
like,
makes sense. That
I've met
that big fucking cranium.
Chrome dome.
when I went to
kiss you on your
I'm
forehead.
gonna kiss you on your fucking forehead.
Oh yeah, who said that? Kevin Gates. Yeah.
He goes, I just like that big fucking forehead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, my experience from like anytime I've met like more East Coast girls, that they're a lot more like they're not gonna shy away. They won't back down. They'll tell you what you want.
They're mad upfront. That's the thing about here. Like there, it's like the girls will come to you. Like they'll be like, "Yo, bro, you're like." I don't know, like, yo, it's more like a disrespectful type of flirting.
Yeah.
Like, you're mad ugly. Like, yo, bro, you're mad ugly. Like,
They would say
you know,
that to
like,
you?
shut the, like, yo, like, square up to you and stuff. And it's like, but here, it's different. Like, here
Yeah.
you actually have to have game. Like,
Yeah.
you got to
No,
talk to girls. I'm like, fuck, damn.
That's one part I miss about the East Coast of when I started trying to talk to girls.
They're just
like
like
they come. No, but he's
They're
serious.
like
though.
confident.
They're confident. They'll come to you. Whereas here they're like shy in the corner. You have to come to them and you have to actually like try. But like,
But that's
weird.
what's sexy though. Like if a girl has confidence, like that's
Yeah.
just like,
That's-
yo,
I
bro.
like
Like
that.
if you come up to me first and you're hot, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like you know. But like I don't really like. I'm not really the type of dude. I never really like played girls or got girls like that. You know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say get bitches, but like you know, I never got girls like that where it was like an insurmountable like fuckboy type beat where I was just like drowning in pussy. Like never have I ever been like that. So I've never actually like been. I'm not the type of dude to be like, you know, like. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Tell
But
me,
yeah.
how much easier?
You're not the dudes trying to act like a fuckboy to get girls because
Yeah.
like it was never that like it wasn't plentiful.
And I'm also not the dude to like have stories about fucking girls, like talk about.
And you don't
talk
find to
about
make up
girls.
stories about fucking girls.
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Like I'm just not like I'm just chilling. But
There was this dude I knew who would literally introduce himself and then like in his name title he would put his body count in it. And I'm like,
Yo,
really,
bro.
bro?
No,
Like,
yeah. Bodies
first
is
time
a
I
big
met-
thing in New York.
First time I met him, he's like, yo, what's up? I'm blank blank and like my body count's 80, 89. And I'm like,
That's
yo,
mad funny, bro.
That's really
That's
and then
funny.
he ended up getting a fucking rape case, so fuck that.
Yo, yeah,
dude.
facts.
Kid's a pussy.
God damn it! Well, that took a turn.
Yo, no, yeah, you got
Yo,
yo.
fuck that kid.
No, yeah, but like that's what happens. Like 6'9",
Yeah.
where it's like just like how do you fuck a 13-year-old? Like how does that happen?
That shit's
Like how do you
gross.
get a 13-year-old in your crib? Like that means that you literally had I'm not gonna.
Allegedly.
Like,
Did you
yeah,
say that? You're fine.
allegedly, you had like
I think it happened.
you know I don't know.
You
what
can't say
happened.
you got
Bro, like,
allegedly.
in middle school, all I knew was like
I know,
Fortnite.
but, like,
or,
that
like,
means like you're
games.
asking people to like you're asking girls to just pull up to your crib, like they have to have no respect for themselves.
Oh, did you see how
Like,
how did they did
I
it
don't
with
know.
fucking how they did it? I mean, it's just a, it's not. It's so it's yes. What it is, it was so much easier, and with guys too, is people who don't have like a home, right? So like when it came to like what's his name, Epstein, like they talk about how he did everything back in Florida.
Bro, that dude's
is
crazy,
that
bro.
they just talked and became friends with girls who literally ran away, and
Yeah.
it's horrible. But
And the thing
they prey on that.
That shit is crazy, bro. Like, bro, like, it's just like if you talk to like if you have you're just posted up at the basketball court or some playground with your friends and you're talking and then like the main topic in New York is like yo like what girls you fucking like I don't know
Yeah.
like you're just like yo what girls you talking to here whatever. So when I went back, I realized like, yo, like we really are just talking too much about girls. Like are you guys even making money? Like, what are you guys doing out here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was trying to direct them. I was like, yo, bro, like, bro, it's bigger than just girls. Like, this is not like, no one cares who you fuck, bro. Like, okay. And then, and
How old
I'm
are these guys? Are they sound like 29-year-olds? Like
Oh no.
They're the same
My
age.
age or younger. Like,
Okay.
like in that type of like enclosed mindset where you're still like kind of like, oh, fucking girls is like mad cool. Like
Yeah.
that type
Number
of like
one priority.
like that's what I meant. Number one priority. Like that's your number one priority, and you're like showing off. You're like showing off. Like yo, bro, look at this one. It's like objectifying. Like yo, this one I just copped.
Yeah.
Like this one I just. So I was like, it's that, and it's just like,
Call me one of these motherfuckers.
yeah.
Probably a Pokemon card.
That's so, and you think,
Fuck that.
but you noticed that like how that's not important when you moved
what
out.
I was gonna say, what I was gonna say is that it's way different. Like you can't act like that around girls here. Like these
Yeah.
girls know that that's wrong and
Yeah.
know that you shouldn't treat a girl like that.
and they
right?
probably know you're lying too.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like lying about what?
But lying about fucking anyone. Like
Oh,
you
yeah. I'm
flex-
just saying like you can't disrespect girls here. But
Yeah.
like in New York, like especially in public school, it like flies.
It's
like
normal.
yeah, it's normal. Like it's normalized. That's what I'm trying to say.
Back home for us too, like
It's fucked.
girls would like really. I don't know. I guess you're right. I just
No,
I didn't.
like I pretty much like I see both sides. In New York, you can at school probably call a girl a bitch. Everybody else laughs at it. Whereas like in Washington, Where
Oh, for real?
Yeah, if you call a girl a bitch, like everybody, dude, what the fuck?
You're done.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised because back home it's not cool at all. Like they'll crack down and like.
No,
dude,
you'd get like sent to the fucking like
office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd get like.
Whereas like, yeah.
Yo, in New York, it's like you're just
You
calling
get-
the teacher bitch. You're calling the
What?
Bro, dude, the
What?
kids, these
bro in New
badass
York
kids in
public
New
school,
York.
like bro, the
Oh
people.
my God.
I thought it was the
bitch?
same. No, yeah, like
Everything
you would
in the
have
book.
the disrespectful kids, and you like the kids that are kind of like like off the beam, like they're off, like you're just like, yo, bro, like that's just like, how do you say that, bro? Like how are you calling a teacher a bitch? How you? And it's just like, yo, bro, like you would have like the.
It's the kids that seem like they're too young for their lives to be falling off type shit.
Like-
Where like they're like literally like for example like the kids will be like fuck you bitch to the teacher and the teacher's like I'm gonna call your parents right now. I don't give a fuck this fuck that and
Yeah.
those walk straight. I'm like you're
Yeah.
way too young to even know like holy fuck.
I would
Nah.
love to see your face in that class.
You'd be like,
when that when
No,
I
it was
have-
normalized back then, so of course, like back then, I would fucking
exactly.
laugh. I'd
That's what I'm
laugh.
saying.
I'd
It's
fucking laugh.
normalized, so you're
That's whack.
chilling. Like you
That's
don't
crazy.
react to it. Like if a girl is like, if some girl is just like, yo, shut up, Marco. Like yo, you just be like, yo, this bitch is wilding, bro. Like yo, this bitch is like yo. Like she's
Somebody
talking
should
crazy,
know.
bro. Like what the fuck? Like and you have your friend instigating, like, bro, you're gonna let her talk to you like that? Like, are you gonna? So you're like all this ego stuff where it's like, bro, like this doesn't need to be here. We could just be respectful and get our education and dip. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't have to be like that,
Bro,
you know?
Jesus, that
there was
sounds so
shit-
much cooler than back home. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
It is.
like-
It makes you.
Yeah,
that's
that
the
sounds
thing.
lit.
And then you have the music, the
Yeah.
New York music that backs that type of lifestyle, that type of disrespectfulness, where it's just like you're from New York, like you don't give a fuck, like you're just like
Just
you don't
woo.
care, like yeah, exactly, like you don't
Woo.
give a fuck, like
Damn.
that's crazy.
Shit.
a whole different fucking perspective. Because like Chris told me some of this shit, but we haven't really talked about it too in depth. So
Or you
it's,
should talk more to them about it. It's,
Yeah, I know.
being
I
from
should
New
tell
York
them.
is definitely an experience.
Like back home, Chris,
It's
you know.
different, bro. It's like it's so much more different. It's like polar opposite of Washington.
What age did you move to
2014.
Yeah,
so I was
Redmond.
14.
When you were 14? Oh shit. So like just finished with middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, middle school is crazy, bro. Middle school in New York, bro, like the funnest, like, cause middle school is like, you don't have the responsibilities of high school,
No
but you're
responsibilities.
no responsibilities. You're still like, yo, this homework is whack, but you don't realize that that's nothing compared to what you're gonna get in high school and college. So you're like, so middle school is like, it was just lit. Like you're just like, yo, this. There's also in New York, there's also a lot of more leeway. You can just do more stuff. Mad people just skipping class in the stairway or just delinquency. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
But like, I don't like saying it that way because it sounds mad rough. But it's like regular. So that's like middle school was definitely hella fun. That's where I met my core friend group that like made a lot of my personality. And but the thing is, there's a saying kind of in New York where it's like, I forgot how it goes, but it's like, I'm born in New York and I love New York, but like I can't stay in New York. Like I gotta leave because at the end of the day, like it's almost like a little ignorant like puddle
Yeah.
in like a sea
It's
of
a
like
bubble.
America. Yeah, a bubble. It's like a bubble.
It's kind
yeah.
of like a circle that just keeps like if you like are in there too.
And
It's like that one. Like, people do jokes about it all the time. Like Trevor Wallace does like a bunch of like comedy skits about like like the fucking high school football star that like came back. You know what I mean? Like it's just like same shit like that.
Like
where,
what?
Where it's just like you'd never like really like grow out of like your hometown.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
the thing. Cause like in New York, like we don't really have footbal as a sport
Yeah.
in the schools
Yeah,
because we
no.
wouldn't have football fields because it's a city. So it would be mainly like basketball and stuff. So that's also a lot of like there's a lot of just cultural difference in the experience of high school or experience of middle school because it's like there's a lot like
no high school football games.
like I don't no exactly
What
like
do you guys
with
do? You
Will,
guys didn't have a high school football game?
it's like it's you're lucky that it's entertaining enough to you don't need high school football games to have a fun time, right? So you're lucky, but I would love to have high school football games, and that's one thing. Also, like the difference that when a lot of my friends at the house, they'd be like they always told me like, yo, bro, you're mad blunt, like you're always saying shit, like you're just going ahead and saying it, like you're mad, like honest, kind of not sugarcoating it. And I realized like that's really kind of a New York thing, or kind of like a East Coast thing, I would say, to just be like blunt, like.
I'm pretty blunt. Like I think I should soften up a bit too much though.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because sometimes I could be like a dick, and I think back, I'm like, damn, I really just said that without even thinking twice.
Sometimes. That's crazy.
Okay, I think the happy medium is somebody who's extreme New York and somebody who's extreme Seattle. Both of those don't work. You got to find like a happy mix to survive. And that's what you've been saying this entire time.
I feel like finding the happy, like the perfect mix is just like a waste of time.
Denver.
Where's Denver?
It's Colorado.
Denver,
Colorado? Yeah.
Yeah, Denver's whack.
Denver's whack?
Fuck Denver.
No, Denver seems like the chillest place ever.
No, Denver literally sucks.
You can literally do almost any drug
I
you want.
hate
And
when
there's
girls say,
nothing.
I want to move to the Colorado side of life.
Oh my God, I want to
Like
move
Colorado,
to Denver.
What?
It's like,
Denver.
What the fuck is
It's
there,
like
bro?
a mile high
That's like,
city.
that's
Bro, never heard of
people from
yeah.
small.
You never heard of Denver?
I've heard of that. Like, I know it exists, like Denver Nuggets drip.
You literally
like, I know
you,
Denver
you
exists.
probably live 3 hours away from Denver. when you
Probably,
lived in Las
but that's the
Vegas.
thing about New York, man. Like, there's just mad shit you don't know about, and you think you know everything.
Okay. This is embarrassing. This is gonna be
Nah,
so
bro,
embarrassing.
Go ahead.
My dad was like, "Yo, we're moving to Washington." I was like, "DC."
Yeah,
He was like, "Seattle." I was like,
Yeah.
"Where the fuck's that?" He was like, "Washington," but like over there.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like, "Oh
crazy.
shit."
Oh,
So it's
I
like,
have no idea.
Yeah,
just
it's also like you just don't know about a lot of stuff. Like just like respect stuff. Like
Like the communication stuff.
yeah, like communication. Like sometimes it's good to sugarcoat a little bit, and sometimes it's good to like some words I didn't know were bad until I moved out because I learned them from my friends. Since I learned English from my friends, New York is probably not the best place to learn English from.
No.
Because they're just straight up like, like there's just like slurs where it's just like, I didn't know that was a slur because it's just passed around there by everyone. No one cares. And I'm not talking about the N-word, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So we could all relax.
You probably know
but-
that. That's not okay.
Yeah, that one's
okay.
like we know.
You
But
realize more about like the lives of people who grew up not in New York. When if they are a minority, they didn't grow up in a whole bunch of diversity.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And mad like racism. Like
Mad
just,
racism.
Like fucking, I learned like a lot from Will. Like he was just telling me like it's just like it's a different experience. Growing up black in anywhere else, like growing up black in New York is different than growing up black in like somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because New York is
everyone.
New York is everyone.
Yeah.
New York. I went to the most diverse high school in New York, which is Manhattan Hunter Science High School, and it's like so. I don't know. I don't think white people were the majority. So it was like just everyone.
Really?
So I think that was like the biggest blessing. That was just so fire. I think the more diverse a place is, like the more fire. And that's not even hating on white people. A lot of time people think that more diverse means like fuck white people.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't. It just means like, yo, let's
And then
embrace,
some.
like let's have more.
I mean,
like, you know?
frankly, like in the beginning of New York, it wasn't white people. It was Italians. It was Irish.
Yeah.
It wasn't races. It was places of nationality and
Yeah.
culture, and that doesn't exist so much when you leave New York. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. I don't think if you grew up anywhere else, you would really say, like, be as openly like not openly, but more like people know you so much as Italian, or you wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
as
it was just like you're white.
yeah, you're white.
Yeah,
you're just white. Dude.
But like, and that's like, you kind of when personally, I kind of grew up like not in New York. I kind of grew up not liking that I was white. It's like it's something that probably like because you kind of get clowned for being white. You're
Yeah.
like there's like so. But then you learn to realize like I'm grateful for where I am and how I was raised, and but yeah, so
You learn to just like love yourself.
yeah, you learn to love yourself, and you learn that other people should have the privilege of loving themselves and not having like be deprived of that because everyone's just disrespecting them. Like that's just not fly. Like that's not cool.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say something, but I forgot. So
The last thing I wanted to say was the one thing that I really noticed about your house, and kind of going off the topic we just talked about, is when we joined TikTok, the first amount of real likes we got and comments were all like, "Oh my god, you guys are the first diverse." They thought we were a content house. We're more of a studio.
Yeah.
But they thought we're like, "You guys are diverse. You guys aren't like them. You
Yeah.
guys are the same way."
yeah,
More so for sure.
Yeah, bro, diversity is like the best thing you can do. Is just have different people be in the same room. And you see that in like videos on YouTube, like who does the battleground, like the middle ground videos,
Middle ground videos.
where they'd have like NRA supporters versus
Jubilee.
yeah. Like that's where you see like we need more of that. Like the more peaceful conflict, the better, because then people understand like, yo, not everyone thinks like me. Not everyone is like understands what I think,
Yeah.
And that's what you understand. Like, yo, that's what made me like change kind of from New York, like disrespectful Polo to accepting and understanding Polo. Where it's like not everyone is like New York. Like not everyone is not everyone like the shit that that flies in New York does not fly everywhere else. Like it doesn't work like that.
How much have you changed? Like, do you think
Bro,
differently about certain things?
I've always changed like progressively, like for the better, because that's just how growing up is. Like just like a teen, that's how teenage, like being a teenager is. But like I think the social media is like the best thing that can happen to you, because you just become way more understanding of what hurts people's feelings and what you like can and what you shouldn't say. More shouldn't than what you can, because at the end of the day, like everyone can take a joke, but then there's people that just make like whack jokes that aren't funny and they're just disrespectful. Like that's just not funny, bro. You know?
Interesting. It's been a great episode. So what's like next, both for like the content house and you, most importantly?
Me, it's gonna be a lot of just collabing, but COVID safe collabing. So getting tested, and then collabing and getting tested afterwards. Other than that, definitely going to be on YouTube more, because you know I was just talking to you about like the school got off. Now that I'm unenrolled for a bit, I can go and focus more on that. Other than that, it's just gonna be like all in. Like, yo, I'm going all in. It's like no more like, oh, plan B. Now like school is plan B. Before it was like how TikTok was like hobby. Now it's more career type. Like you're going in.
Yeah,
you know?
It's the place to be. It's like that.
Social media, not TikTok. Social media.
It seems like you're ready for it though.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been doing this for way longer than we have. That's for sure.
Yeah, I've been I don't know if I'm doing it. TikTok, yeah, but like I don't know.
Social
maybe
media,
social.
though.
I've been doing like social media. I've been like making content, creating since I was like in like 7th grade, making like YouTube videos. Like, you know, like little kid, like, you know, it's like doing fun stuff. Like
you're filming your Xbox to show a tutorial on how to do something on your
Yeah.
Xbox. Yeah. No, I remember that. So go follow Marco. All of his stuff is gonna be linked down below. Go check it out, guys. That was a great episode. And again, listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Yeah. Anything else to say?
No.
Yeah.
Bow.
Bow. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.